What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Ben Thomas Show. Thanks for coming back. Guys, it's a good day to be a collector because once again, Hot Toys has delivered and given us their 2.0 T-1000 from Terminator Judgment Day. Now, it's already been almost 15 years since the last figure was in most people's hands, and maybe you've got this one recently. Maybe you found it on the secondary with the buzz that this one might be coming. But do you need both? Maybe this is the only one for you. Stick around, let's find out. But if you like the video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe if you're new to the Ben Thomas Show, and let's get into it.
Oh, pardon me, but it's
Ben Thomas Showtime. Let's go.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. So again, it's a pretty exciting night. Tonight, the T-1000 2.0 from Hot Toys has been given to us for a pre-order. And the pricing, at least as of right now, is popping up on Sideshow already at $330. Now, that could feel a little steep kind of initially, maybe out of the gate, but I want to take first a look at what this figure comes with. Then I do want to compare them, as we always do, to the previous 1.0 version of the T-1000, see how they look side by side, see how they look next to the actor likeness as well. And then we'll have to decide, of course, is it this, that, or both? Because this looks freaking amazing. I love the upgrade to the Robert Patrick head sculpt. I think it looks great. The paint applications are really there. I really honestly like what they're doing with sculpted hair lately as well. While it's very obviously sculpted, I think that the paint applications through the hair, giving it kind of different color variation, really looks crispy. And honestly, it's the battle damage bits that really stand out to me. The 1.0 from the past was great and did come with some great battle damage look, and we'll show that here shortly. But this is taking it to a new level with regards to this head sculpt. I love the chrominess of the liquid metal look. I love the magnetically attachable bullet pieces that it comes with, just like the 1.0 had. And because they're magnetic, they're easy to kind of pop on and off for sure. The amount of accessories that come here as well are fantastic, and the fact that you do get the two sculpts with this that also have the rolling eye system, an LED base for $330, honestly, I'm seeing the value there. So again, out of the gate, the price feels high for sure, but this looks like it's definitely worth it. Now, when I look at this compared to the 1.0, you can very obviously see some pretty big upgrades with regards to the likeness, both to the actor, but the character from the movie. Terminator Judgment Day is easily one of my favorite movies of all time, and easily one of my favorite sequel films of all time for sure. And to me, the T-1000 was terrifying to me as a kid because he really truly did feel unstoppable, whereas even from the first Terminator film, Arnold Schwarzenegger was an absolute badass, and don't let me take anything away from him, of course, but we saw how he was defeated in the first film. We knew that there was a limit to his indestructibility. Whereas with the T-1000, it really felt like there almost was no limit. And while, a creative solution at the end, no spoilers, with the liquid nitrogen freezing, still didn't necessarily take him out, right? It had to be that melting in the lava kind of vat, or whatever you'd call it, that liquid metal section of the steel plant. And I thought that was cool. I think this figure is fantastic. I love the multiple looks that come with it. When you look at it in comparison to the old figure, I really think it is pretty night and day, at least with regards to even the tailoring on the outfit. Definitely skin texture and paint applications are improved. I like that the old one did have the split face. I thought that was a really cool look for it. In addition to the bullet damage look, I do think that there is a world in which both figures in your display could definitely make sense. How cool would it have been if we got a diorama display of jail bars, and instead of a battle damage look, or maybe another head sculpt version, you have it where he's kind of like melting his way through the bars? You could actually display him like that. That could be really, really cool and like next level in terms of display, but it would be very specific, I guess, to that display base, and probably way more expensive than anybody wants to pay. But while that's a brainchild idea, I'm not disappointed with this, honestly, at all. Now, do you need this character? I'm surprised because I'm kind of within that age group now that I feel like remembers this film with fondness. But I talk to a lot of collectors on a daily basis who are much younger than me, who don't have that same level of nostalgia for Terminator and the franchise. And let's be honest, the films definitely didn't get better over the years, at least in my opinion. They progressively got worse. There was a couple of golden ticket items in there, but for the most part, 1 and 2 are where it's at. But does everybody want to collect a T-1000, especially if you didn't get this? I'm looking at this old figure from 2010, so again, a 15-year gap. It was ready for a 2.0. Anybody that's feeling upset by having a 2.0, I can understand where you're coming from, because it was getting to that age point where it was starting to feel like maybe they'll never do it. And what I'm happy to see is that it doesn't look like an absolute recast of the original. It definitely is improved. And again, with things like rolling eyes, the separate looks, you can do the battle damage or the standard look in one box. That for me is a win. I don't like having to choose between 2 separate figures to get both looks. I love that you can interchange this figure. I think that that's a huge win for Hot Toys and for collectors. The T-1000 is 100% going to come to my collection. And for those of you who got the previous version, it wasn't necessarily a slouch either. And I think if you don't have the 2 figures side by side like I have on the screen to compare them to, most people are going to come in your collection and be like, that's a T-1000 right there, and be very awestruck by it as well. So I can see a world in which some people don't feel like they need to upgrade. I recently upgraded my Deadpool figure though, and one thing I will say about upgrading was I was surprised at how fulfilling it ended up feeling. I thought I was going to waste my money upgrading that Deadpool suit, and I was very impressed on the lengths at which that figure had come. And a 15-year gap for a T-1000 is significantly greater. And so I think that there's a world in which either both in your display look great, or maybe we'll see a few more T-1000s 1.0 hit those secondary markets for maybe a bit of a discount so people can pick this new version up. But I'd be curious to see what you guys have to say with regards to it. Do you like my idea of having that liquid metal face going through the bars? That could have been cool. But otherwise, are you happy with this? We all kind of figured it was coming. This to me tells me that everything that was teased recently, I feel like for the most part, we're going to see, for better or for worse, with regards to our wallets, because oh damn, it is getting hard to prioritize these lately. All the nostalgic punches in the chest, man, you can only take so many. At what point do you have to say, I don't need this figure, even if you love the character? For me, this isn't one of them, but there have been a few lately that I've had to say no to, and it's been hard. So I'd love to hear from you guys as collectors. Is it this being the new version? Is it that being the old version? If you have it still, is it both? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But if you liked the video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe if you're new to the Ben Thomas Show, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Wow, what a great audience. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.
Where shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
It's gone. It's all gone.